If you have been copy pasting code to ChatGPT, switching between your editor and browser and losing context every time, there is a better way. Claude Code is Anthropic's official AI coding assistant that runs directly in your terminal. It understands your entire code base, makes changes across multiple files, and even handles Git operations for you. In this tutorial, I will show you everything you need to get started, from installation to building your first project. So let's dive in. Before we start, let me be clear about one thing. Claude Code is not free. You need at least a Claude Pro subscription, which costs $17 per month if you pay annually, or $20 per month otherwise. There is also Claude Max at $100 per month if you need more usage, or you can use API credits and pay as you go. I know that's not what everyone wants to hear, but I'd rather tell you now than waste your time. If you are a developer who spends hours coding every day, it's worth it. If you are just curious, maybe wait for a free tier if they ever add one. Alright, let's get it installed. The recommended way to install Claude Code is using the native installer. This gives you automatic updates, which is nice. So let's open your terminal and copy this command, and in your terminal paste and run this command. Okay, the Claude has been installed in my system. If you are on Windows, then you need to run this command in your PowerShell instead. So just copy that and run it. There is also another command that you can copy paste to run in your Windows. So there are other methods too, like if we click here, we have the Homebrew option on the Mac, or we also have the Winget option on Windows. But the native installer is what Anthropic recommends, and it auto updates in the background. So once it is installed, you need to run the command in your terminal Claude dash dash version to verify if it is installed correctly. So now it is showing that I have version 2.1.20 that is installed. Good. Now let's log in. So just Claude Code by simply typing Claude, press enter, and for the first time you will see this screen. You have to choose the text style that looks best with your terminal. So you can select every different option to check how it looks on your terminal. So whatever you feel is good, just select that one and press enter. So the first time you run it, it will ask you to log in like this you see on the screen. So you have to choose one of these three options. If you want to use the Claude account with subscription with Pro, Max, Team, or Enterprise, just press enter. Or if you want to use the Anthropic console account with the API usage billing, then you have to choose this one. Or if you are using a third-party platform like Amazon Bedrock, Microsoft Foundry, or Vertex AI, then select the third option. But in this video, I will be using my Claude subscription. So let's hit enter here. So it opened this page on my browser. So just hit the authorize button. After authorizing, you will see this message. You are all set up for Claude Code. Now, if you go back to the terminal, you will notice this message logged in as, then this will show you your email ID, and then you will see login successful. Press enter to continue. Press enter. And for the first time, you will have to press enter to continue. It just hit enter. And now it is asking use Claude Code's terminal setup. For the optimal coding experience, enable recommended settings for your terminal like shift enter for the new lines. So I would select yes, use the recommended settings, press enter, and that's it. You are back in the terminal and ready to go. So that's it. You are in. Let me show you the basics here. Claude Code works best inside a project folder. So let me create a simple one. For that, let me just exit the Claude by pressing Ctrl C twice. And here I will create a directory with name demo project. Okay, now I'm inside the demo project folder. Now let's start the Claude Code within this folder. Okay, now I am inside that project and Claude is started within that folder. Now you can just talk it naturally. Like, let me ask it a simple question. That would be, what can you help me with? Press enter. So it has replied me with this response. I can help you. I am Claude Code and a CLI tool for software engineering tasks. I can help you with code development, code-based navigation, Git and GitHub, general tasks, etc. So it can read files, write code, run commands, handle Git operations, and much more. So let me ask it to create something. So for that, I would ask it create a simple Node.js file that prints hello world. And just to show you the structure of this folder, on the left side, you will see that currently this folder is empty. So as soon as it creates a file, you will notice in the left sidebar. You can also observe this folder in your Finder of macOS or in the VS Code editor. It's up to you. Okay, now you will notice that it asks for the permission before creating the file. This is very important because Claude Code always asks before making changes. So you are in control. So I will just approve it by selecting yes. Okay, the file has been created. Actually, let me open it in the editor. Okay, so the project is opened in the editor and here is the hello.js file with this simple code. Now you can run this file. Either you can manually run it by going to the terminal, or you can ask Claude Code to run this file. So I will say run this file, press enter. So it would run the command and shows the output. It's that simple, but it would ask for your permission first. So here it will also tell you what it is asking for. It is asking to run hello.js with the node.js, and it is going to run this bash command. It will use the node and it will call this, execute this file code hello.js. So press enter yes and just wait. Okay, you see the response of that file hello world. So now the file is visible in my terminal as well in warp, and if I click on that, this is the code that is being executed in the console. Anyways, here is something that makes Claude Code much more powerful, the Claude.md file. This is like giving Claude a memory of your project, like what tech stack you use, how to run things, your coding preference, etc. You can create one file manually or let Claude generate it for you. So for example, if you want Claude to generate it for you, for that you just need to run the command /init, press enter, and this would create a Claude.md file with a basic template. So you see that it is now showing you its reasoning that what it is going to do. I should check if there is already a Claude.md file, look for readme, package.json or other config file, check for cursor rules, understand the project structure, etc. Let me start by exploring the code base, searched for 5 patterns. Given that this is essentially an empty project with just single hello world, I should create a minimal Claude.md file, etc. Okay. So it has created this minimal file and asking for your permission to create that file. Press yes and wait for it. Okay, the file has been created. Let me take you to the editor so that I could show you the file. And this is the file that it has created. But let me customize it for our project. I'm just going to delete all and pasted this. So I just added the demo project on the top and overview, a simple Next.js learning project. Tech stack is Node.js, JavaScript commands are node index.js. This run the main file, and code style would be use ES6 plus syntax and add comments for clarity. Now every time I start Claude Code in this folder, it reads this file and knows the context. This is especially useful for larger projects. You can specify your testing commands, deployment process, coding conventions, anything that helps Claude understand your project better. Now let's talk about some essential commands. Let me show you the commands you will use most often. First one is getting help. If you need any help, you have a /command help, and if you press enter, then this shows you all available /commands, and there are about 30 of them, but you only need to know a few to get started. And also on the top, let me close the right sidebar first. Okay, so you see basically 3 tabs. So in the general, you will have some general information of the Claude Code, like Claude understand your code base, and these are the shortcuts that you can use. And then we have the commands tab. Then you just press arrow right or left arrow to navigate through these tabs. And then we have the custom commands. So you can create custom commands. Currently we have one custom command passes, and these are the built-in commands that came with the Claude Code itself. So let me go out of this help section. For that, just press escape to cancel it. Okay, so let's talk about few of other commands. First one is clear. So if you type clear, you will see the suggestions here below. We have 2 related commands. So the clear command, you will also see the description of this custom slash command. It clear the conversation history and free up the context. So this wipes your conversation history but keeps you in the same session. So it is very useful when things get messy and you want to start fresh. And after that we have slash context. So as you see, it visualize current context usage as a colored grid. If you press enter, this is what you are going to see. So this shows how much of your context window is being used. Think of it like a fuel gauge. When it gets full, responses slow down. Next, we have slash compact. So this slash command summarizes your conversation to free up space. You use it when things start feeling slow. And next we have slash model. So if you press enter, you will see all of the options to select from. You have three options currently here. Default is Opus 4.5 selected for me. We have Sonnet and we have Echo. So Claude Code uses Opus by default in my case, which is most capable for complex work. But you can switch to any others like Sonnet or Haiku. Now let me escape it. Next we have slash doctor. Okay. So if something is not working, this checks your setup and reports any issues. So I just ran the slash doctor command. So ran the diagnostics and we have the updates. Everything looks good. If you press enter, you will be exited from this. Let me show you how Claude Code handles file operations. So I will ask it to modify our file. So add a function that makes a name and that takes a name and returns a greeting. Press enter. Okay, it is reading one file. So look at this. See how it shows the exact changes it wants to make. You can review them before approving. So let me approve this change by selecting yes, press enter. Okay. Now it is asking your permission to run this file to test this new greet function. So let's just allow it. Okay, it has tested and it has returned the response of this function, and at the end it is giving you summary that added a greet function that takes a name and returns a personalized greeting. The function uses ES6 arrow syntax and template literal. So if I take you to the editor, let me show you. This is the greet function that it just added. Now let's ask it to create a new file. Create a separate file for utility functions and move the greeting function there. Press enter. So again, it is showing you the file that it is going to create, and this is the preview. Just select yes. The file name would be utils.js, and now it is removing these lines. Say yes. Okay. And now it is asking your permission to test that file. So just say yes here, and it worked. So it handles multiple files at once, keeps imports correct, and maintains the consistency. So this is where Claude Code really shines, coordinated changes across your code bases. So next, let's build something small from scratch to see the full workflow. So here I will ask Claude to create a simple CLI tool. Create a CLI tool that converts temperature between Celsius and Fahrenheit. It should accept a number and the source unit as arguments. Hit enter. Okay, so this is the file that it is going to create, and this is the permission. Create file temp dash convert.js, and this is all of the logic. Just select yes to approve the changes, and if I take you here, the file has been created, temp dash convert.js. Now let's test it. Actually, it is already testing, but let me escape and ask it what I want to test. So I can ask it run this with 32 Fahrenheit center. Okay, so now it is asking your permission to convert 32 Fahrenheit to Celsius by using our newly created file and passing it the 32 Fahrenheit. So just give it the permission, and you see it worked. It is saying that 32 degree Fahrenheit equals to 0 degree, the freezing point of water. Next, run it with 100 Celsius. Again, it is asking for your permission to convert 100 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Say yes to approve the command, and now it is saying this is a response came from our JavaScript file that 100 degrees Celsius equals 212 degree Fahrenheit, the boiling point of water. Perfect. Let's add a feature, that is add support for Kelvin as well. Okay, it is now adding the support for Kelvin as well. Do you want to make edit? Yes, go ahead and again say yes. Okay, it is done. It is asking for my permission to test the changes. So this is very nice. So it does not just make the changes, it proactively test all of its changes for you so that it could make sure that everything is done correctly. So you can just give it permission so that it could test and make sure that it has done it correctly. Okay, next, let's make it handle errors better. So for that, I will ask it, add proper error handling for invalid inputs. Okay, so now it is making the changes that are required. Now this time I am giving it full permission. Yes, allow all edits during this session. So next time it will not ask me any permission within this session. Okay, again, I'm giving full permission for the node commands so that it don't ask my permission for the node commands again. Okay, it is saying edit validation for temperatures below absolute zero. Kelvin cannot be below. Okay, so all of the tests are passing, and if I take you here, you will notice that error handling is done correctly. So in a few minutes, we went from nothing to a working CLI tool with multiple features and error handling. So that's the power of Claude Code. You describe what you want and it handles the implementation detail. A few quick tips before I wrap up. So for that, let me stop the conversation by pressing Ctrl C twice so that I could exit the conversation. I have stopped the conversation. Now you can resume your last session easily. For that, you can run the command Claude-C r dash dash continue. C is just short for continue, and hit enter. This continues from where you left off. You just have to say yes to trust the folder. Okay, now you see that this continued where you left off. Now let me stop it again, and you can start with a prompt directly. For example, you can type Claude explain this code base. Okay, so you are in the demo project folder right now. So when you say Claude explain this code base, then it would target this project as its context and it will reply you accordingly. So hit enter. So it would jump straight into a task for you within that folder. So as it is saying that I will explore the code base to understand its structure and contents, and it is reading the files of this folder. Okay, it has explored the project and it has given its overview about the code base. So this is saying this is a simple Node.js learning project demonstrating basic JavaScript concepts, and this is the project structure, and these are the files, and key characteristics are these, etc. Next one is one shot mode. So let me escape the conversation again and clear the logs, and now just type the Claude dash p, and here in double quotes you just type what you want. Like I want to say what does this function do, and hit enter. So in this way you can get an answer and it would exit immediately from the Claude Code for you. So you see that it is saying that I would be happy to help explain what function does, but I don't see any function in your message. Could you please share the function code you would like me to help, and let me know which file contains the function you're asking about. So let's quickly go to the editor and let me see if there is any function that I could refer to. So for example, okay, this is a greet function. So let's ask it about it. So again, here I will use the same command, but I will mention the function name. Okay, hit enter. And hopefully this time it will be able to find the function and will give us the answer. Okay, you see that it has returned the response in the terminal. It did not start the conversation. It kept us outside and has given us the response. So this is also called the headless mode if you use the /p in this way. So it has given us the information that the greet function in util.js is a simple arrow function that takes one parameter and it returns a template literal string in the format hello, etc. So that's it. And remember, always create a Claude.md file for your projects. It makes Claude significantly more helpful. So that's Claude Code. an AI assistant that lives in your terminal, understands your code, and helps you to build faster. If you found this video helpful, then consider subscribing for more AI developer tool tutorials. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.